What are we doing here, huh?
We're over here at Susan's worm bin. Normally we're only here on Saturdays, but last week when we came over, it was quite chilly down in the basement. Susan was having some heat pump issues, and so we decided we would perhaps put some heat mats, just those little seedling mats that you use to keep your seedlings warm and sprout your seeds. So on Friday of this week, I got them in the mail, I gave them to Susan, and she dutifully put them underneath the worm bin. And 24 hours when we came back, it was a horror show. Am I wrong?
Well, it was a tropical paradise. That's what I'm calling it.
And the worms did not enjoy that at all. Now, we don't think many worms died because of our heat mats.
Right.
But we do think that it's an important thing to talk about. After that happened, we went back home and we watched some film about professional worm people and how they run their worm bins. Sandra at Nana's Worms uses a heat mat too. We had remembered that. But the critical component that we had forgotten is that all of those people use a thermostat.
That's an important piece of information.
It's just a small thing, but it would have made a big difference. Our worms had scurried to the cooler corners of the bin. There were points in the worm bin that were, when we took the temperature, how many?
It was, 42 degrees Celsius?
42 degrees Celsius. I'll convert that.
Yeah.
And so even underneath at the bottom, when we went to scoop out the bottom, the cardboard had actually dried and crisped up. So the fact that we checked on it less than 24 hours later was a miracle, because certainly if it had been another day, I think we would have lost quite a few worms. So we just wanted to make this video to kind of, you know, warn people who are amateurs like us about the dangers of seedling mats, because sometimes their thermostats don't work and they get too hot. Do it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, so you take the plastic off. Put it over here on top. Other way, upside down. Just in case there's worms on there. See, there's some worms. You can pick those ones up. Look at all the pot worms on this.
Look at all the pot worms on the side of the bin.
Oh, those are pot worms?
Wow.
Look at that on the plastic.
Are they alive?
And
Yep, they're moving.
Oh yeah, I see some.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy amount of pot worms.
Hmm.
You know what?
That is so...
Oh.
That's moist.
All right.
I knew it was danger over there,
Did
so
you know it was dangerous?
It's very warm.
Is it?
It's moist.
Do we have a thermometer?
That's too moist.
Is it? Let's see.
Yeah, that's...
Wow, it's super warm.
Yeah.
I'd say that's too warm.
I think it might
Right
be
off
too
the
warm,
bat,
too.
that is way too warm.
Take this thing.
Take one. There's two of them on there.
Yeah, and it doesn't smell good either. So I think we are,
Maybe we should take the...
yeah, it's too warm.
Is it too warm?
Yeah. Yeah, it's too warm. I think.
Like, you feel it. You feel it.
30. Wow.
Yeah, it's way too warm.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably killing worms now.
We're cooking them.
We're cooking them.
We're cooking them.
Jeez.
So maybe we put it, like, inside the cardboard?
And just use one, maybe?
And just use one?
These are really quite hot.
They are very hot.
Like, feel that. That's for seedlings?
Yeah, it's weird that
Is there no setting?
No.
So the manufacturer of the heat mat in the instructions says that it's only going to get about 20 degrees higher than ambient room temperature. And the ambient room temperature in here with the heater now working is about 68 degrees. So we assumed that the heat mat wouldn't get the soil hotter than 90, which would be certainly like perfect for worms, especially if you want to try to get them to have little babies. We don't care about that, but they should have been fine. And so that's another thing to note about our heat mats, is that they definitely didn't they got way hotter than what the manufacturer said they would. Like, so hot it was difficult to touch the mats. So, yeah, just wanted to let everyone know what was happening here. And we did save the worms, and we've checked on them now.
Do you want to get just grab a little handful?
How's the temp, Susan?
It's good. Yeah, it's cool. It's not hot. It's moist.
Do you see any worms?
Not yet.
I guess, okay.
There's our food.
Yeah, and then there should be, if you just go.
I see a worm right there.
Yeah, just pull it back a bit. There'll be worms in there. Yeah, right there. There's tons. Right?
Is there? Where?
In the feeding area?
I see some down there.
Oh.
The other clue that something was wrong was how bad it smelled when we opened up the lid. And today, 24 hours later, it no longer smells like that. There are worms in there. They seem to be doing fine. We're just going to leave them alone. So stay off some, everybody.